I am going to give you some simple steps you can follow to make your own game, even if you're a beginner. I have been making games since I was like 12 years old, and while I'm not a professional game developer, I can tell you how I got started and how you can too. Step 1. Play games. So the first thing that I did and what I would recommend you to do is to play some games. Now, you probably already play games if you want to make one yourself. However, if you don't, I would recommend you to play some games before you make your own, because you can learn a lot from playing other people's games. You can see how things work and how everything is designed in the games you play. You can also get a lot of inspiration out of other people's games. And not only that, you can also get more motivated to create games yourself. After playing some games, you probably want to create games like that too. Of course, you cannot make every game you play on your own, especially not when you're just getting started. But playing other people's games is what I think is the first step when you want to create your own game. Step 2. Make specific simple games using tutorials. The second thing I did was I found a programming book on how to make games with Python. Python is like a programming language that I use to make my games. But what I did was I followed a step-by-step tutorial on how to make a specific game. But you don't have to use a book, because there are plenty of videos on tutorials on how to make a specific simple game. And the reason to why you should follow these tutorials first is because you need to know how to make a simple game that already exists before making your own original game. Step 3. Use what you've learned from those simple tutorials to make your own simple games. This is what I did and what I think you should do too. After making other people's games using tutorials, you should now make very simple games yourself using what you've learned. Step 4. Make your games more complex and better each time. I would strongly suggest that you keep your game simple at the start. Also, if you were just starting out, don't worry if your games are very badly developed or designed. You're learning just like I did. However, after you've got the basics down, you should try to make your games better. For me, this just came with time, but you can also watch game design tutorials. You should also try to still learn over time. I still learn new things about Python now and then that helps me make better games. I still watch tutorials sometimes, so you should always try to keep learning and improving. Step 5. Have other people play your games. So after you've learned a bit more advanced things and your games aren't very terrible anymore, I would recommend that you find somebody who wants to play your games, to test them. I just asked some family members, but you can ask whoever you want to test your game. Ask for serious feedback and try to fix the issues they think your game has. Now, of course, they aren't professional game designers, but if you can make the game better for them, you're probably doing something right. So after following those 5 steps, you are able to make your own game. And not only that, your games are also fun to play for some people. I will make some tutorial videos on how to make some specific games. In this video I also didn't go in too much detail, but in future videos I definitely will. See you then, and thanks for watching.